Very good morning to all the students. I'm Dr. Vikas. I'm going to introduce you the syllabus of BLLB third semester Sociology. The paper is entitled as the Civil Society and Public Grievances. The syllabus is currently divided into 4 units, and we will start from the first unit as an introduction. Then we will move to the next concepts. So let me introduce you the unit 1 that contains civil society, that emergence, historical aspect, and features of civil society at the global level. How civil society emerged at the global level, how it works for the welfare of the people, and what are the features of civil society at the global level. Then, civil society in India, emergence, nature, and issues. Then we will move to the next concept, that what is the pattern of origin of civil society in India, and what are the nature of civil society in India, and what are the issues related to the civil society in India. Then the civil society, its role in the development of law, that how civil society play important role in the development of law, क्योंकि जब लॉ बनाए जाते हैं उसमें जो भूमिका निभाई जाती है अलग अलग ग्रुप से फीडबैक लिया जाता है, पब्लिक की तरफ से भी फीडबैक लिया जाता है, अलग अलग गवर्नमेंट प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूशंस या डिपार्टमेंट्स की तरफ से. तो दैट इज़ द मेन एस्पेक्ट. बट हेयर द मैटर इज़ डिफरेंट. Civil society is that kind of organization which work for the welfare of the people without any profit making. So they can pressurize the government and court to change any kind of law which is very old and which is not effective in the current scenario. Then the citizenship concept, that is the last concept of your first unit, that will consist the concept of citizenship, types of citizenships, and the issues relating to the citizenship. Here we can study the various types of citizenship, its its rule, its law, its rights given as per the applicability of the citizenship in India, and the whenever you are lost the citizenship, how can you acquire the citizenship, what are the rights given to the people who got the Indian citizenship alone. So that is your first unit. Then we move to the second unit, that is the public. The first concept is will be the public, the concept of public, then public sphere, then public opinion, then public action. These are all interrelated to each other. So first we can study the aspect of public. What is the public? How it is formed? What are their opinions? How they form an arena to solve and to discuss their various kind of problem in the organized way, and what are the action they have to take for solving their problems. Then the public grievance. Here public grievance means the issues related to the any kind of people at the lower level or at the higher level. Grievance, that means problem. Okay, what are the problems of public, and how many types of these problems are there in India, what are the causes behind these problems, and how the people use their mode of expression to solve and to express this kind of problem in the front of government authorities. Then the public grievance redressal. If problem is there, then some redressal machinery must be there. Redressal means what are the procedure, what are the ways to solve that problems. That what is the concept here, that how we can solve our problem with the non availability of redressal. If there is a redressal machinery is not there, if nothing is there, then how can we solve the problem? So a redressal machinery must be there, someone must be there to solve our problem. Then in the third unit we will move to the redressal agencies, public grievance redressal agencies. That means those agencies who are working for the working for the common people to solve their problems. That which agencies are there? First, that is state agencies, state in which we are living in a geographical boundaries, that is liable to solve our problem. As a citizen of that state, they must protect us. They are giving right to us as a citizenship of which we have acquired as an Indian. Then the state redressal. What are the department? Which are the departments and the cells? Different kind of redressal mechanisms government uh, established to solve our problems. Like courts are there, as per the constitution, courts are there at the higher level, that is Supreme Court, lower level, that is the district court or session courts. So there is a pattern for hearing the cases. So that is your state redressal agencies. Then the quasi state agencies, that all the departments, all the government departments have their internal complaint cell where you can go and file any kind of complaint regarding your public issue, regarding the service provided by the government. These internal cells, these internal committees, these internal constituents cells can help you to solve your problem. And if you are not satisfied, then you can move to the next higher authority. So we found every internal cell, every committee to solve their problems of the public in every government department. That is the complaint department, or you can say that. Then the non-state agencies. What are the non-state agencies? That the voluntary groups, the community groups, media, various social activities, and the redress by the self. If any government authority is not solving our problem, then you can move to these non-state agencies, any kind of volunteer organization, non-government organization, you can say that, which are framed to work for the welfare of the public and to solve your problem. They can to try to solve your problem. They can forward your case to the government authorities, and they can pressurize the government to solve your problems. As per that, the media, print media, social media, news media, you can highlight your issues, your problems in the front of media. They can spread the news at the global level or at the national level and in front of government, so they are liable to solve that problem. Then self-redressal means, if not any kind of interested groups, not any kind of government departments are helping you, then how can you redress your problem, how can you solve your problem? That is also included in your third unit. That is the last concept. Now moving to the fourth unit, that what are the important domains of civil society and the public. Important domains here means like the public interest litigation, human rights, environment, transparency, accountability, peace, aid and health, food, legal, and human trafficking. These are all the some problems also we are finding day by day, and which are also exist in the previously in the society, and 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 some of these concept also provide us a way to solve our problems, like PIL, public interest litigation, that we can file any kind of public interest litigation in context to the public welfare, from which we are may be included or we may not be included. Then the human rights problems. As a citizen of India, we have entitled many kinds of rights, but when someone is stopping us to use that kind of right, then we can also complete, and we can also move to the court for the same. Then the issue of environment, that is the most important issue and domain of the society today. How can we protect the environment? What are the issues of environment? And how can environment is polluted by day by the people, or any other things? Then the transparency here means the work which is the done by the government, that must be fair to all, and that must be not be based on the biasness. Then the accountability, government whom we have elected through our vote, we have given our vote to the representative, they are accountable for their work. So how many type of accountability is there, what are the features of accountability, and how we can see that kind of overall accountability of the government in their public development works. Then how can we maintain peace, a peaceful society? What are the features of a peaceful society? How can we solve the problems, how can we solve the various issues related to the public, which can maintain peace and we can live happily in the society? Aid and health related activities, fruitful diet, and a and some kind of things that can be helped in the preservation of our lifestyle and the fooding pattern. Then the human trafficking problem in India, that is the main public domain which relate to the society also, and which we have to solve. So this paper mainly focus on the public problems, common problems of the public, and what are the mechanism to solve that kind of public problems, and through which mode we can solve that problem. If that problem is not solved in the routine time, then what are the other steps we can take as a common people? We can move to the courts, we can move to the government departments, we can approach to the higher authorities, we can take help from the non government organization, any kind of voluntary groups that is uh, able to done the welfare activities for the people. So for that you have to understand that's a single word, that is civil society. Civil society is nothing that is only a group of some people, some organized people like from various specialized backgrounds, some doctors, you can say the engineers, teachers, who are working together to form a common group for the welfare of the people without any profit making things. So this is the main highlight of public, and the main highlight of what the civil society is. So this is the your paper, and you have to read out that all the concept very carefully. And this is the what about the paper you are going to read in the BLLB third semester as a sociology aspect. Thank you very much.